Throughout the season, I'll be updating my bracket prediction for the 2024 March Madness tournament. This will be based on how I think the D1 Women's College Basketball Selection Committee will see the field of 68 as the season currently stands. So let's go ahead and dive in with my 1 seeds. South Carolina, UCLA, NC State, Stanford. All of my 1 seeds are undefeated, with South Carolina owning the number 1 overall seed. The Gamecocks were tested by North Carolina in the ACC-SEC Challenge, but other than that, they've been blowing past teams by an average of 51 points per game, including 3 ranked wins on its resume. The Bruins' win over UConn proved they're a championship-caliber team with an electric inside-out game, and the Wolfpack were slept on in the preseason as an unranked team, but that quickly changed with wins over UConn and Colorado. Lastly, the Cards have been untouchable with 1 ranked win under their belt. For my 2 seeds, Iowa, LSU, Southern California, and Colorado. The Hawkeyes are going to go as far as Caitlin Clark takes them, and even further with her supporting cast. 1 loss on its resume versus K-State put them on the 2 line. However, 2 ranked wins keeps them close. LSU might have lost on the opening night, but they've shaken that off and are showing what this team was hyped up to be as the Tigers look to pursue another title. The Trojans are currently undefeated with a quality win over Ohio State and FGCU. And lastly, Colorado was in that 1-line conversation after a massive upset over the national champs. However, NC State blowing past them punishes this squad for now. For my 3 seeds, Texas, Virginia Tech, Utah, UConn. Texas hasn't been challenged yet, but the Longhorns will play UConn soon. As for the Hokies, the Final Four squad was expected to be a 1 seed, but fell to both Iowa and LSU. Utah took a major hit from Baylor, but I don't see this squad seated this low for long. And UConn have hit a lot of bumps in the road trying to put consistent wins together, falling to NC State and UCLA. However, 1 ranked win over Maryland. K-State went from unranked to possibly hosting the first and second round with a win over Iowa in a near upset when the Wildcats faced the Hawkeyes again, proving it wasn't just luck. They're the truth with their All-American back, Ayoka Lee. Baylor currently undefeated with 1 ranked win under their belt. Ohio State is another team who I think will climb higher in seeding as the season goes on. And Notre Dame is plagued with injury, but despite the adversity, this squad came up with an incredible win over Tennessee recently. The Irish only loss comes from South Carolina on opening night in Paris. Those are my top 16 teams and the teams who I think will possibly have the privilege of hosting the first and second rounds for now. As for my bubble teams, let's dive in. Last 4 in: Michigan State, TCU, Virginia, Illinois. First 4 out: Syracuse, Oregon State, Georgia, and Texas Tech. I'll be making my bracket predictions all season long, so make sure you stay tuned.